So as we discussed, data analytics is nothing but the science of analyzing the raw data. Okay, so what is this raw data? Raw data is nothing but collection of meaningful data. Okay, so the process of analyzing the data set is nothing but data analysis. So basically, the first work of the basic work of data scientist is analyzing the data. Okay, so now we also discussed in the previous slides what does this data analyst will do. What is the work of data analyst or data scientist? Okay, I told you data analyst is also called as data scientist. See, the first work of data analyst is to collect the raw data. His work is to collect the raw data, and whatever the raw data he collected, he will store the data in something called as database or data warehouse. Data warehouse. Please understand the another name of raw data is unstructured data. That is, it is also called as useless data. It is also called as useless data because we can't take any decisions or we can't analyze this useless. It is not used to do some any analysis. We cannot generate some meaningful insights with the help of this raw data. So what we should do data, we should clean this data, okay, and convert this data, raw data into structured data and store this data into data warehouse. These things we have discussed, yes or no, in the previous class. So this is the primary work of data scientist in day-to-day life. So what data scientist will do? He will collect the raw data or unstructured data. He will clean the data and he will convert that unstructured data into structured data or processed data or processed data or structured data. Then he will use this, he will store this structured data or processed data in something called as data warehouse or database. Okay, so we also discussed what is data warehouse. I will discuss in the next slides. So once he store the data in the data warehouse, he will use different tools, in order to do some predictions or to draw some meaningful insights, like what is the sales in this year 2024, why it has increased this year, why it has decreased in 2023, what are the reasons behind it. So all these works will be done by the data scientist or the data analyst in his day-to-day life, guys. Okay, so where we have discussed yesterday, it was very clear. So now we should able to understand again what is raw data. Okay, so raw data, as I told, it is the first data collected by the data science. For example, you take Flipkart app. What is Flipkart? It is an e-commerce industry, yes or no? So tell me how many users are using Flipkart app on day-to-day basis? Millions of users, yes or no? Millions of users are ordering, different products from the Flipkart app. Now, when millions of users are using the Flipkart app in order to order some items, what is happening there? Flipkart app is collecting some information like name of the candidate, what items he has ordered, what is the billing amount, from which location it needs to be delivered. All these geographical or personal information or data of the users has been collected by the Flipkart app. Okay, and it is called as raw data. Okay, now Binny Bansal, who is the CEO of Flipkart, he wants to understand where should I invest more and how should I, give best service to the customer. He wants to take this decision. How it is possible? Can he take this decision with the help of raw data? No, because it is unstructured data. It doesn't have any unstructure. So what data scientist will do? He will clean this data, okay, and convert into processed data, which is called as processed data or structured data. Okay, fine. Then he will use this processed data and store this data in something called as data warehouse. Then he will convert this into analyzed data and start analyzing the reports, generating the reports to take some meaningful decisions. Okay. Oh, there is a large demand for the fish products in Bangalore. There is a large demand for vegetarian products in Karnataka. Okay, so basically, okay, so that I can improve the sales in Karnataka for vegetarian products. So Basically, these kinds of decision can be taken by CEOs or managers of the companies with the help of data scientists. Okay, so without data scientist, no business can survive. Because whichever business you take, now you are taking Flipkart. Okay, now you take Swiggy food. Now you take Ola. You take any small scale industry or big scale industry or MNC company or any manufacturing unit. Without data, they can't do day-to-day works. Or without data scientists, no one can take better business decisions and become successful in their business. So the complete lifespan of data scientist or data analyst, he will use three types of data. One is raw data, then another is processed data, another is analyzed data. So raw data is also called as structured data. Processed data is also called as unstructured data. Fine. Yeah. So the same thing what I have explained. Three types of data. So this is all about the raw data. It is also called as atomic data or a primary data because it's the first data what is collected by the app, like Ola app and all. Okay, fine. So basically, I also explained you how to, how to obtain the raw data. See, for example, if I give an assignment, please collect the raw data from Flipkart, okay, and do some analysis. Can you do? So you may ask me, sir, how can I go to get the data of the Flipkart? Should I go to the Flipkart company? No, sir. So basically, we have already freely public available data sets. Okay. So in some useful resources, like Kaggle and Tableau, all these things. Okay. So I also showed you so how to download the different data sets freely available. Okay. So in the internet, for example, so just go to this kaggle.com. So when I click on this, this is an online resource, kaggle.com. So okay, you see this, there is a data sets, many data sets are there. Okay, if you click on this, so I'm getting one online retail data set. Okay, so here, see here, the data set is represented like this. So this is nothing but data set what we have studied. It is represented in the form of columns and rows. See, index, invoice numbers, stock code, description, quantity. See, what is this online retail transaction data? It's nothing but Flipkart. Yes or no? It's maybe like Flipkart or what you call it, Zomato or Zepto or anything. But okay, this is the data related to the online retail company. It looks like this in the form of rows and columns. Okay, see, a huge amount of data is there. This is nothing but data set. You can go and download here. Okay, you can sign in here, just register. You can register your name, email ID and all. You can go and download. It will be downloaded into .csv file. It is around 49.54 MB. So we will use this data set. Data scientist or data analyst will use this data set. Okay, he will clean this data set by using different tools. Then he will load, convert this data set or raw data. This is called raw data. Okay, whatever availability is there, he will convert this raw data into structured data and store that in data warehouse. Then what happens? He will take proper decisions by analyzing the reports. Okay, so this is a work of data scientist. Similarly, you can go to tableau.com, to get n number of resources. So you can see here there is a COVID-19 data visualization. So see here, this is a data visualization what a data scientist or data analyst has already prepared with help of raw data. This is the end result of the raw data. Okay, you can easily see what is the number of COVID cases are increasing or decreasing in the different countries. How you are able to generate this or take the decisions or with the help of graphs, with the help of data scientists or data analysts. What data analyst is doing, he has collected the raw data of the COVID over the past years. He cleaned the data, he stored the data in a data warehouse. Then he is using certain tools, analytical tools, in order to predict the COVID situations. He is using some analytical tools in order to visualize, put into graphics, and make us to understand how many cases are increasing day by day or how many cases are reducing day by day, so that we can take better decisions. Now if you see, there is a recent buzz, again, what do you call it, COVID is increasing, be careful, so government of India, it is warning everyone, right? So in most of the countries, again, the lockdown has started. So how they are able to predict, it's nothing but predictive analysis, which we are going to discuss today. We already discussed what is descriptive analysis. We already discussed what is diagnostic analytics. So we are going to discuss predictive analytics. How we are going to predict that COVID is going to spike now. Why it is going to spike now. So all this we are going to discuss in this today's previous class. So this is the work of data scientist or data analyst, guys. Okay, fine. So which we have discussed in the previous classes. So as I told you, data collection is the first task of data analyst to collect the data. He will collect the data and he will, that is called raw data. Okay, he will clean the data into the structured data and he will load the data into the data warehouse. Okay. So on data, why it is raw data is very important. If you are not able to collect the raw data properly, obviously you can't take the proper decisions. Obviously, you can't predict, the future outcome properly. Obviously, the system gets failed. Right. So that is a very, very important. You should not neglect this raw data. So what is the importance of data analytics? Also, we have discussed in the previous class. See, data analytics basically helps most of the business or entrepreneurs to take meaningful insights or proper business decisions. Okay, without data analysts or data analytics, it's very difficult to take the proper business decisions and increase the productivity of the company. Right. So this is the importance of data analytics in every industry. Yeah. So the same thing we have discussed in the previous, like data analyst will collect what is this, what is the use of, what is the work of data analyst into day-to-day life and all. Yeah. So now in the previous classes, we also discussed what is data warehousing. Okay. So I told you, data analyst or data scientist, what he will do, he will take the data from different sources and he will load the data into something called as uh, data warehouse. I also given an example of data warehouse. So for example, you take Big Basket, okay, or Zepto, or Blinkit. So for example, if you order n number of items, right, you'll be ordering n number of items like vegetables or some eggs, okay, some you order some blankets, okay. So all these are different items. They are not different. They are not same items actually, but all these different items are stored in something called as godown or warehouse. Okay. For example, you are staying in Banshankari. It is in Bangalore or JP Nagar or Dollars Colony. So there is a warehouse of Big Basket in Dollars Colony where all these are stored. So this is called as warehouse. So what is the definition of warehouse? Where different items are stored together. Similarly, what is the definition of data warehouse? Where different data is stored together. What is this different data? Okay, data is collected from different sources. Okay, for example, I am collecting the data from Flipkart here, Flipkart app, and I'm collecting the data from Ola app, and I'm collecting the data from Zepto app. So all these are different data. Zepto app is different from Ola app. It is called transportation industry. It is e-commerce industry. It is also e-commerce industry. So basically, I'm collecting the data from different sources. I am storing this data in data warehouse. Okay. So how I am storing directly? I'm storing no, sir. So what I'm doing here, whatever the data I'm collecting here is raw data. So I'm into structured data and I'm storing in this data warehouse. So what is happening in the middle? I'm cleaning. The process of cleaning is happening here. Yes or no? Okay. So what is this cleaning? It's nothing but data mining. Nothing but data mining. I told you data mining is a process of converting unstructured data into structured data, unstructured data into structured data. So there are n number of data mining tools used by the data scientist or data analyst in order to convert unstructured data to the structured data. Okay. So once we store the data into the data warehouse, then we use different tools to in order to visualize or in order to generate reports and all. Okay, in order to take some decisions. Fine. So this all we have discussed in the previous class. So we have also discussed what is data mining. So you can observe, this is the unstructured data. It is a raw data. See, this is like zigzag. The shape of these objects are zigzag. That is, it cannot be used for any purpose. So we have something called as tool or a machine called data mining tool, which is making or pressing these objects in a proper shape, and it is giving some proper shape to this, so that what happens, you can use this to pour some water and drink or coffee, water maybe, so that is it is called structured data. It is useful data. It is used to do some purpose. It is used to do some analysis. Based on that analysis, I can take some decisions. So data mining is a process used by companies to turn raw data into useful information. So this also we have discussed, okay, in detail. So these are the different, again, what is data mining here? Data mining, okay, it's a process of converting, raw data into structured data. So these are all we have discussed, all these things. So we also discussed, like, we have different tools, in order to clean the data. Okay. So like TIPCO, WinView, Data Ladder, So you may ask me, which tools we should use. See, it depends upon the project. Okay. It depends upon the architect, to whom and depends upon the client. Suppose if your architect is telling, I want to use IBM in InfoSphere based on the industry. For example, if you are going for retail industry, they may use IBM InfoSphere. They may train you in this, okay, and they may ask you to work on this tool. But however, okay, in these sessions, we'll work on maximum tools as we can. Don't worry. But however, in your company, once you get into company, the companies can give the training of their own. It depends upon their requirement. See, for example, here we will make you to learn how to drive Maruti car. Yes or no? Okay, once you know how to drive Maruti car, should I again train you how to drive Audi car? No, right? Because this is also four-wheeler, this is also four-wheeler. Both are same. So similarly, all these tools are same, sir. Only the different company manufacturer, that's it. If you know how to use one tool, the concept, all tools are same. Only the look and feel is different, that's it. Okay, fine. Yeah. So basically, we also discussed like who will use this data analytics. Mostly business professionals or CEOs and entrepreneurs use this data analytics, and marketers, in order to analyze the marketing. For example, every organization is having marketing department. They will play some ads, of their products. They want to analyze their customer behavior. Okay, so they want to know how many visitors are coming to their website. How can we improve their what you called customer satisfaction. So in order to take these decisions, marketers will be using this data analytics. Then product managers, okay, what features to be added in the product, what features should be excluded in the project. All these can be used, can be analyzed with the help of data analytics. That is the reason why many product managers also uses this data analytics very frequently. Then financial professionals like banks, best example is fraud detection. Okay, so how can we prevent frauds, with the help of this data analytics. Okay, for example, we have Tanvi here. Okay, Tanvi is using today she has yesterday she has spent some 3,000 rupees in her credit card. Suddenly, today she has spent some 3 lakhs rupees. Now immediately one machine learning algorithm will be there, which is called as predictive machine learning algorithm. Okay, or prospective machine learning algorithm. It will tell to bank that something is happening, because never Tanvi has used 3 lakhs amount, huge amount of transactions happening. Please block the Tanvi credit card so that it would have been not thefted. It will think that someone has stolen your card. Okay, the machine learning algorithm, the robot think that someone has stolen your card, and it will advise to the bankers that please block the card to avoid any misuse. So how it is happening, guys, with the help of data analytics, guys, please remind, with the help of, this is something called as prospective or predictive data analytics that we are going to explain in next coming slides. Okay, fine. So similarly, human resources, like that, many people will be using, or many industries will be using data analytics in their day-to-day lives to do something or the other. Okay, yeah. So now we also discussed, okay, so what are the key types of data analytics? So there are 4 types of data analytics. One is called descriptive analytics. Then second is called diagnostic analytics. Third is called predictive analytics. Fourth is called prescriptive analytics. Basically, descriptive analytics will answer a question called what happened. Okay. See, every types of analytic has its own, it is having its own specific purpose to solve. For example, you take descriptive analytics. See, what is this descriptive analytics? Uh, you know, it will work out on something has happened. For example, you got a earthquake in Japan. So in 2024, Jan 2024, you got earthquake in Japan. So what is the magnitude 7 on the Richter scale? Okay. So what this descriptive analytics will do, it will compare the current data. This is the current data. It will compare the current data with the historical data. What is the historical data? 2023 December data. In 2023 December also earthquake has came to Japan, which is 6. The magnitude is 6. Now this descriptive analytics will compare these two current data with the historical data, and it will tell you that the magnitude of earthquake has been increased to 1. There is a spike in the magnitude of earthquake from 6 to 7. Okay, just it will describe that set. Descriptive means description. It will describe the event has already happened. The earthquake has already happened. Okay, and it will tell how it has happened. That's it. And it won't answer the question called why it has happened. Who will answer? Who will answer for the question? Diagnostic analytics will answer the question why this has happened, why the earthquake intensity has increased from 6 to 7. What are the reasons? Who will answer for the question? Diagnostic analytics. Okay. Why suddenly there is an increase in the fish products or fish receipts from Swiggy? Who will answer for the question? Diagnostic analysis. Okay. So that is the reason why every analytics has its own way of representing the things or analyzing the things. Okay. So descriptive analytics is something called as, so and I want to tell you, like, each and every analytics depends upon other. See, for example, the diagnostic analytics depends upon descriptive analytics data, output of descriptive analytics. Output of this diagnostic analytics depends upon the predictive analytics. So predictive analytics output, is given to prescriptive analytics. So if you see here, there is a logical relationship between each and every analytics. Okay. So descriptive analytics is the diagnostic analytics is the next step of descriptive analytics. Predictive analytics is the next step of diagnostic analytics. Perspective analytics is the next step of predictive analytics. Who will do all these analytics analysis, sir? Data scientist. Data scientist or data analyst. Both are same, sir. Data analyst nothing but data scientist. Okay. So I'll prove that you are all data scientists. Don't worry. Fine. In the next coming slides. So that this is the work of data science. Data science is nothing but analyzing the data. It's nothing but data science. Very simple meaning. Okay. So we have 4 types of analytics. One is descriptive analytics, which will describe the event, what has happened. So earthquake has happened. Okay. So and it has a the Richter scale is 7, but it won't explain why it has happened. Why earthquake has happened, it won't explain. Who will explain? Diagnostic analytics. Okay. Then what is predictive analytics? What might happen in the future? So predictive analytics, well, Are bhaiya, in February 2024, that is next month, again earthquake will come and it can be 8 also. Please take some precautions. This is nothing but predictive analytics. That is, we are predicting something which we cannot see with our eyes. Very, very important, sir. Okay. How we are predicting with the help of different algorithms. Okay. So don't worry, we'll discuss everything. Just I'm discussing in brief. So with the help which we can't see in future, which with our eyes, we are able to predict. Okay. For example, weather is going to change by the next week, it's going to be very cold. Please don't go. There's a cold waves. How they are going to predict? Okay. With the help of predictive analytics, they will tell to the fishermen, please don't go to the ocean because there is a what do you call there is a chance of cyclone is coming in the ocean. It is nothing but predictive analytics. Okay, fine. So don't invest in that startup. It will tell to the venture capital or investor, don't invest in the startup. It may go loss. How? With the help of predictive analytics. These are all examples of predictive analytics. Okay, fine. So yesterday, that's what we have discussed about descriptive analytics and diagnostic analytics in the previous class. So today we'll be discussing more into predictive and prescriptive analytics. Okay, fine. So just again, I recap the descriptive analytics. As I told you, descriptive analytics answers the question: what happened? What happened? Earthquake has happened. Okay. So what is the magnitude of earthquake? 7. Okay. Now, so what is the definition of prescriptive analytics? It is a process of analyzing the current and historical data, as you told, as we discussed. Based on the analyzing comparison of current and historical data, it will draw the relationship between the trends. What is the trend? Increasing the earthquake from 6 to 7. That is called trend. The shares has increased from 100 to 200 of one company. This is called trends. So descriptive analytics will compare the current and historical data in order to analyze the trends. It is also called as simplest form of data analytics. Because why it is called as simplest form of data analytics? Because it won't go in depth. It won't tell you why the shares of the company has increased from 1000 to 2000. It won't tell. It will tell it has increased from 1000 to 2000. That's it. It won't go in depth. If you go to one doctor, okay, if you will go to hospital, you got a fever, okay, you go to hospital, fine. Before meeting a doctor, you will meet one what do you call nurse. Nurse will, she will put thermometer, everything, and she will, she will take your height, weight, okay, and give description, okay, to the doctor. This is nothing but descriptive analytics. But doctor, what he will do? He will diagnose why you got a fever. Why you got a fever? He will ask you to do some blood test. Yes or no? What is the platelet count? Because of reduce of white blood cells, you got a fever. And he will do some, he will give some prescriptions. Yes or no? This is called diagnostic analysis. So here in descriptive analytics, we won't go in deep. That is the reason why we won't. That is the reason why it is called as simplest form of data analytics. Okay, so in a simpler words, comparing the current data or metrics with the historical data or metrics and making decisions is called as descriptive analytics, which was very, very clear for all students of the previous class. So, and also we also discussed how many tools we have. Like, see, basically there are, I told you, lakhs of tools. As usual, we'll be using Microsoft Excel and Tableau, for the descriptive analytics. So basically, Microsoft Excel is also called as statistical software. I'll tell you why. Because see, I'll tell you who is the mother of all these data science, data analytics, all these things. Statistics. Statistics is the mother of data analytics and data science. Okay, so it is the first. So without that, we don't have any data analytics and data science. That is the reason why we call Excel is a, who is your first tool? Excel. Okay, so Excel is a statistical tool. With help of this, we can do descriptive analytics. Yeah. So similarly, we have, even we have discussed, some examples of descriptive analytics. Okay. See, for example, you are working in Flipkart. Okay, Flipkart is using website or app. Yes or no? It is doing some social media marketing. Yes or no? Okay. So see, Flipkart is collecting the raw data. How it is collecting the raw data from the users. Users will interact the website of the Flipkart, advertisements and social media content. They will click. They will give their information, everything. Okay, they will visit the website. Okay, and Flipkart came to know that, with the help of organic marketing. What is this organic marketing? Just SEO, right? Just you type in Google. Okay, you will get, with the help of organic marketing, they are getting around 1,000 visitors for the website. But with the help of paid marketing, they are investing some some 1 lakh rupees. With the help of paid marketing, they got 2,000 visitors for the website. So obviously there is a hike, in the page visitors on the website or the paid marketing. So this is, we are able to understand by this analysis that if we invest something on the marketing, we'll get many more web visitors. So why can't we invest more? So this is the decision what we have taken by analyzing. This is nothing but descriptive analytics. Okay, yeah. So all this we have studied in the previous class. Fine. So the same thing graph, over the past 3 months, for example, you take October, which social media is performing well. Okay. So Facebook is performing well. Okay. Then Twitter is performing well. Then YouTube is performing well. But at the same time, in the month of December, who is the first place? Twitter. Twitter has taken the first position. Then Facebook has taken the second position. And YouTube has taken the third position. So how we are able to do this with the help of descriptive analytics? So this is the, basic visualization charts prepared by the data scientist or data analytics for the help of raw data. This is the end result from which we can take the decisions. Okay. Now, so now you can take the decision here in October. Facebook is doing, on the average basis, Facebook is doing well. Okay. So why can't we increase the budget of the Facebook to increase the more quality? So this is the decision what we take. Yeah. So also we have discussed what is diagnostic analytics. As you told you, diagnostic analytics will explain or give the answer for the question, why did this has happened? Why earthquake? Why the magnitude of earthquake is more in 2024 than in 2023? So basically, we go to the deeper insights of the data. Okay, we do something called as data mining here. We dig the data basically. Descriptive analytics will not dig the data. So in diagnostic analytics, we'll go to the next level. Okay. So, and we'll analyze the data in deep and we'll come to know what is the reason behind the increase in the earthquake magnitude. So this is nothing but diagnostic analytics. Okay, fine. So basically, it's a process of using data to determine cause of trend. I told you what is the cause of trend? What is the trend? The magnitude of earthquakes has increased from 6 to 7. This is called trend. The shares of the company has increased from 100 to 200. What is this cause of trend? If you are able to analyze the data, this is nothing but diagnostic analytics. Okay, fine. It is also called as next logical step of descriptive analytics, as I told. So after descriptive analytics, you get diagnostic analytics. Okay, so it can be used with we can analyze, we can do this analysis with the help of different machine learning algorithms, with the help of Excel tools and many tools also, which we'll discuss in the future. So I also told you these are the very important terms where you need to understand when we go in deep in diagnostic analytics, what is hypothesis testing, what is correlation and causation, what is diagnostic regression analysis. All these are very important terminologies we should keep in mind when we are getting into in depth. Still, we are not going in depth. In next coming classes, we'll go in depth regarding this diagnostic analytics. At that time, we will explain you in depth. Okay, so and we have also discussed something called as what do you call uh, what why the why basically diagnostic examples of diagnostic analytics. How what is the reason for the demand in the product? Okay, so what is the reason for the hike in the demand of the product? We have taken the example of HelloFresh. HelloFresh is an example, for the diagnostic analytics. How HelloFresh is able to serve the customers better, with the help of diagnostic analytics. Okay, so we have explained in the previous slides. Okay, so we have given some assignments also. Hope you are working on these assignments. Please work on the assignments. I have given assignments, how Flipkart uses descriptive and diagnostic analytics, how Swiggy uses and how Pfizer uses in different healthcare sectors. Okay. So you can collect the raw data sets and draw the meaningful informations. Okay. So you can submit the assignments, in the WhatsApp groups. Okay. So that other people will also look into that. Okay. Even we'll give one mail ID. You can mail to that. Okay. So that we'll go through that. Then we'll discuss that assignments before everyone in coming future classes. Okay. Fine. So now today we will discuss, this is our topic. What is predictive analytics? What is predictive analytics? So what is predictive analytics? Basically, predictive analytics is nothing but determining future performance based on current and historical data. So basically, it will help you. It will help you to analyze or to answer for the question called what might happen in the future. What might happen in the future? This is nothing but predictive analytics. Okay, so it is nothing but determining future performance based on current and historical data. So what is my organization future performance based on my current and historical data? It is nothing but predictive analytics. Okay, yeah. So a very simple definition of predictive analytics: it is a form of technology that makes predictions about certain unknown things in the future. Certain unknown things. See, I can't predict, the earthquake magnitude in the future, but if I do some proper analysis by comparing with the historical data, I can easily predict the earthquake in Japan in the month of February. It will be more or less. So based on certain conditions or based on certain facts, I can easily predict, you know the unknown things in the future. So this is nothing but predictive analytics. So basically, it will use some statistics or modeling techniques in order to predict the future. Okay. So basically, why we use predictive analytics? Predictive analytics is used to improve the organization efficiencies and reduce risk. It will increase the efficiency of the organization. For example, you take banking sector. So we can use predictive analytics, whether to give the credit card to a particular customer or not. Suppose if I give credit card to the particular customer or not, whether he is going to pay the credit card bill properly or not. Okay. Suppose if you are not properly predicting the customer behavior, obviously what happens? You lose your revenue. You will get into the losses. Banks will get into the losses. So that is the reason something we have called as a credit score. Yes or no? If you don't have proper credit score, you are not eligible for the credit card. So how banks, they are able to predict your you know capability, whether you can pay the credit card bill or not. So how it is happening with the help of predictive analytics. Similarly, forecasting, it can be weather forecasting, it can be sales forecasting. Okay. See, in the year of 2025, my sales will go to 5 CR. How I am able to predict? Okay, with the help of the current and historical data. I am able to predict the future with the help of current and historical data. Okay, so and I am able to take some measures or take some conditions or prevent some risks. Yes or no? So this is nothing but predictive analytics. Similarly, fraud detection, we'll use predictive analytics in marketing. Okay, we'll use predictive analytics in customer behavior analytics. Okay, fine. So basically, how Netflix uses predictive analytics. So I think Netflix, right? Okay. So basically, many of the students, they'll be using Netflix to view some videos and all. Okay. So how Netflix is using predictive analysis? That is a big question. See what happens, behind the Netflix, Netflix uses something called as predictive models. These are machine learning models, okay, which will understand the behavior of the customers and viewing patterns of the customers. For example, Rajini is there. Rajini is viewing today. Okay, one comedy movie. So Rajini likes many comedy views. Okay, so obviously what happens? The algorithm or the predictive model which is running behind the Netflix app. Okay, it will recommend n number of comedy movies to the Rajini. Similarly, in YouTube also, for example, if you are seeing some horror movie, okay, n number of horror movies will be coming in YouTube. That is, you are seeing many horror movies. So how it is happening, how it comes to know that you are seeing a horror movie, because there is an machine learning algorithm or there is something called as predictive model which is running behind these apps and analyzing your or learning your behavior and past viewing patterns. So based on this past viewing patterns, it will start giving recommendations. It will start giving recommendations. Okay, so today you have seen this movie. Why can't you see this movie? It is better than this. Okay, so that they do business. Okay, yeah. So that is the reason why, because you have watched this movie. For example, Kantara movie. Kantara movie is like like adventurous, a thrilling movie, right? Okay, so it will recommend you something like Kantara movie. Okay, which is better price than that. So that is the reason why this predictive analytics is very useful to increase your business sales or to learn the customer behavior, how the customer is using your products, so that how can I serve the customers better. Okay, yeah. So what is the goal of predictive analytics? Basically, what is the goal? Okay, why you should use predictive analytics? So the main goal of goal is to make predictions about future events. Why should I make predictions? In order to improve my decision making. If I do some predictions, if I'm able to understand in 2024, I'll be getting earthquake, I can even save n number of lives. Yes or no? So similarly, what is the goal of predictive analytics? The main goal of predictive analytics is to take proper decisions, with the help of future predictions. So predictive analytics are used in variety of industries like finance, healthcare, marketing, and retail. So not only these four industries, there are a number of industries, where in every industry predictive analytics is used. Okay, fine. So basically, there are different methods of predictive analytics. This we'll discuss in future. Don't worry. Okay, it's called regression analysis, then decision trees, neural networks. Okay, so these are all definitive predictive models. We call it the predictive models. Okay, we call it as a predictive models, which are used in different applications in order to predict future. Okay, based on the predictions we'll take some decisions. Okay, so this will discuss what is regression analysis, what is decision trees, what is neural networks. All this we'll discuss in the future classes. Don't worry. Yeah. So now you understood what is predictive analytics. Okay, so now we need to understand the last type of analytics, which is called as a prescriptive analytics. I can say this is the future of data analytics, guys. It is a future of data analytics. Okay, so if at all you want to work as a data scientist or data analytics, you will be working on prescriptive analytics. So basically, it will answer for the question called, okay, what should we do next? What should we do next? See, for example, I want to increase my revenue of the company. I want to increase my sales. What should we do next so that I can increase the revenue of the sales? Okay, so how can I define prescriptive analytics? It is nothing but prescriptive analytics is the process of analyzing the data to make better decisions about what should do we do next. It's a process of analyzing data. See, one thing we remember, any analytics is a process of analyzing data. Descriptive analytics is also process of analyzing data. Diagnostic analytics is also process of analyzing data. Predictive analytics is also process of analyzing data. Similarly, prescriptive analytics is also process of analyzing the data. But why you are analyzing the data in descriptive analytics is different from why you are analyzing the data in prescriptive analytics. See, in prescriptive analytics, you are analyzing the data to take better decisions for the future. For the future, so that you won't be in a problem. So that is the reason why please underline the definition of prescriptive analytics. It's the process of analyzing the data to make better decisions about what should we do next in order to increase the revenue of the company, in order to reduce the customer churn. What is the meaning of this customer churn, sir? What is the meaning of this customer churn? As soon as Geo entered into this field, telecommunication field, okay, there is a drastical reduction of customers for Vodafone. Yes or no? Vodafone is nowhere now. Yes or no? That is what is customer churn? Retention of the customers is called customer churn. Many people see customer churn is a percentage of customers who stopped purchasing your business products or services. Many lakhs of people have stopped purchasing Vodafone products. Okay, this is nothing but customer churn. So how can I reduce? The customer churn should be reduced always. Okay, so how can I reduce my customer churn? How can I retain the customers? A very important point where we can analyze with the help of prescriptive analytics. So it is a process of analyzing data to make better decisions about what should we do next. What should we do next? What should we do next year in order to increase the revenue? This year, however, we didn't got a proper revenue. But if I want to increase the revenue to 5 crore, what should we do next? Okay. This is nothing but prescriptive analytics. Very important, guys. Where we'll be working more on this. Nowadays, most of the companies are investing crores of amount on the prescriptive analytics because they are able to take proper decisions that what should we do next. Okay. Because of that, they are able to reduce huge amount of risks. Okay. Yeah. So similarly, you can prevent frauds and increase the efficiency. Okay. With the help of prescriptive analytics, we can prevent frauds and increase the efficiency. Okay. So hope you understood what is prescriptive analytics. Okay. Please don't get confused with the predictive analytics. Predictive analytics is the process of analyzing the data to predict the future. You are not planning the future. You are predicting. That's it. Okay. This will happen or might happen. Be careful. Okay. Fine. But prescriptive analytics, you are planning for the future. What should we do next in order to achieve some goals? Okay. So this is called prescriptive analytics. Yeah. So basically, many examples are there for prescriptive analytics. One is venture capital investment decisions. We call VCs, right? Okay. Fine. So why can you tell anyone, most of the investors have left Byju's. Why? Sequa. It is a big venture capitalist. He left Byju's. Why? Because there is no proper auditing or financial model for the Byju's. So obviously, he has used prospective analytics and came to know that, if I invest more on Byju's, I'll be in loss. All my money will be stuck. Okay. So I cannot invest in this startup. That is, I am reducing the risk of my business. Yes or no? So this is the best example of prescriptive analytics. Similarly, there is something called as lead score in the sales. If you are from a sales background, you can able to understand. See, for example, you have something called as CRM, customer relationship management. Whatever the leads data we are getting, okay, from different marketing source will be stored in this data. For example, 3%, person number 1, person number 2, client number 3. We have 3 clients who has shown the interest on my product. Okay, fine. So customer number 1, he is visiting my website, he is going to my YouTube. Okay, and he is opening my emails frequently. Okay, and he is engaging on my products in online is very high. So customer number 2, averagely is engaging. He will see only website, but he won't go through YouTube and he won't open the mails. Customer number 3, he doesn't do anything basically. So obviously I can use some scoring for every lead. Okay. The customer number 1 is the scoring is 10 by 10. Similarly, the customer number 2 is 5 by 10. Customer number 3 is 0 by 10. So that I can easily understand that the first customer is very interested to buy my product. So why can't I call him? Why can't I focus on him more so that he will become my customer? Okay. So he will become my customer, so that I can improve my efficiency in the sales. So all this, how it is possible with the help of prescriptive analytics. If you know the company called Lead Square, it's a CRM software. It uses prescriptive analytics or Zoho or HubSpot. All these are marketing analytics software, CRM software. They'll use prescriptive analytics in order to increase the lead score of their customers, so that it will be very helpful for them, to reach out the leads who are most likely to convert into customers. Okay, potentially saving your organization time and money. Fine. This is the examples of prescriptive analytics. Similarly, what is another example of prescriptive analytics? Bank fraud detection. As I told you, if Tanvi is spending some $3,000 per month, suddenly, next month she will spend $30,000. And there are some prescriptive analytics or prescriptive models running behind in the banking system, which will alert the bankers, please block the credit card of the Tanvi, so that it won't be misused or stolen. Okay, see here, it will recommend to the banking system that please block the credit card, so that it will think that it have been stolen. Yes or no? So that is, it is preventing the risk. It is preventing the risk. Again, then we will go to the or call to the customer management. My block has been, my credit card has been blocked. Please unblock my credit card. Myself, I did. Okay. Even for example, when you what you call, you would have observed this in Gmail. Suppose if you are opening your Gmail in another laptop from some other location, it will give one mail for you or message for you. Did you open? Are you right person? If you tell yes, it will ignore. Or else what happens? It will block your account. Okay, preventing unauthorized access. Yes or no? So all this, what is happening here in the Google predictive, algorithms will be running, which will recommend the Google to block the account for safe side. So this is all how it is happening with the help of prescriptive analytics. Who is doing all these things? You guys will be doing. You are the data scientist. You are the data analyst. Okay. Similarly, product management. It is used to, develop the product efficiency. See which features to be, basically prescriptive analytics help product managers to determine which features to include or which features to exclude. Okay. So for example, I have a Swiggy app. So what features I can include in the Swiggy app to book the item? What features I can exclude from the Swiggy app to unbook the item? So basically, it will help the product managers to design the products in a better way, so that they can increase the user experience. We call it as a user experience, UX experience, basically. Okay, fine. So that you can tell to your UX UI designer or front-end developer, okay, please remove these items, please remove this image, so that your website developer or UI UX developer will depend on your information, then he will design. Now see here, the powerness of data scientist here. Data scientist will rule every other. You can be a Java developer, you can be a web developer, you can be a ERP developer, or you can be anyone, technology, anyone. I'm telling you, everyone should come to data science to learn, because these guys will rule the world. Okay, highest demand program. Okay, fine. Yeah. So now, like it's a time for us to understand what is data science. Whatever you are doing, all this, sir, it is nothing but data science as of now. Okay, whatever you are doing, all this, it is nothing but data science. What you did till now, you learnt about what is raw data. Yes or no? You learnt about what is raw data. Okay, how to collect data. Okay, you are dealing with what? Data. Yes or no? You're dealing with data. So what is the definition of data science? Data science is the process of analyzing the data to extract meaningful insights of business. What you did till now? What you did till now? You did analysis. What type of analysis you did? You did descriptive analytics. You did diagnostic analysis. You did predictive analysis. You did prospective analysis. What is this all? It's nothing but data science. It's nothing but data science. So data science is nothing but it's a process of analyzing or studying of data to extract meaningful insights for a business. Why you are analyzing the data? Why you are analyzing the data? It will extract the meaningful insights for the business. With the help of the data analysis, I can get some meaningful information of the business. How can I develop my productivity of the business? How can I increase the revenue? How can I reduce the customer churn? How can I improve the sales? How can I give better service to the customer products? Okay, customer experience. So all these decisions can be done with the help of data science. Okay, so this analysis also helps data scientists to ask and answer questions like what happened, what is this, sir? It is nothing but descriptive analytics, sir. Why it is happened? It is nothing but diagnostic analytics. What will happen? Predictive analytics. What can be done with the results? It's nothing but prescriptive analytics. So it is a work of data scientist to perform all these four types of analytics. Please underline this. Okay, so now it is very clear that data science, is a very, it is nothing but analyzing or studying of data to extract meaningful information. It is a process of conducting all kinds of analytics like descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, prescriptive analytics, or predictive analytics. It's nothing but data science. And if you see, I have taken an image called data science life cycle. Now see here, there is the first is business understanding, then data mining, then data cleaning, data exploration, feature engineering, predictive model, predictive analytics, data visualization what? Tools, W, Power BI. All this is see here, this is the how the data science takes place. Okay, data, this is called data science life cycle. I will take n number of classes on data science life cycle, don't worry. Okay, so you are all nothing but data scientists. Okay, rather than calling you as a data analyst, I can call you as a data scientist from today's class. Okay, fine. So all the best, guys. Hope you understood today's class. You enjoyed the today's class. So today's class, just I'm recapping what we have studied. We have studied, what is my predictive analytics. Okay, so what is my predictive analytics? What is the importance of predictive analytics? Okay, what are the uses of predictive analytics? How Netflix uses predictive analytics? Okay, or YouTube uses predictive analytics in a very simple manner. Okay, see, don't worry. You can take an assignment, okay, of this. Okay, so conduct predictive analytics. How you can just take one assignment, add to your assignment, like how Netflix uses predictive analytics. Okay, you can go to Kaggle and you can download the Netflix data set. Okay, then you can analyze the data set and basically how Netflix uses predictive analytics. Okay, so you can just explore. Fine, you not worry about that, and we'll discuss everything. Yeah, it's a very famous interview question in your interviews. Okay, fine. So then what is the goal of predictive analytics? Then we also discussed about different methods of predictive analytics in detail, not in detail, in brief. Okay, yeah. So we discussed about prescriptive analytics. What is prescriptive analytics? We also told it's a feature of data analytics. Okay, so without prescriptive analytics, it's very difficult to conduct business. So we also told you that it's a process of analyzing the data to take better decisions about what should be done next. So what should we do next in the coming year to increase my revenue, to reduce that customer churn, and to prevent fraud? Okay, so all these things we have discussed, we have discussed enough examples of prescriptive analytics. Okay, like investment decisions, lead scoring. Okay, so how can we score the leads? Okay, leads means customers. Which customer is the best? See, for example, I'm selling one product. Okay, 1,000 customers will come. Okay, if I start calling on 1,000 customers, I will die. Yes or no? So in that 1,000 customers, only 10 customers will be the perfect customers for me, who will convert into actual customer. How can I identify with the help of lead score? Okay, so this is a very very important concept of prescriptive analytics. Then fraud detection. So how fraud detections can be prevented. Okay, so all these things. Then product man, how can we improve the product experience to the customers? So there are many examples, guys, but I've given 4 examples, very important examples about prescriptive analytics. Then we also proved that you are all data analysts or nothing but data science. You are all data scientists, because data science is nothing but process of analyzing or studying the data in order to extract meaningful insights of the business. Whatever you did till now, it's nothing but data science jobs. Okay, so this is the life cycle of data science, where you have to understand the business, then data mining, that is data cleaning, then data exploration, we explore the data, then we do some feature engineering or predictive modeling. We do different types of analytics. Okay, predictive analytics, prospective analytics with the help of different machine learning algorithms and all. Then we do finally visualization, and this cycle will repeat. Okay, so So, and finally, we also proved that, data scientists will, okay, answers these types of questions. It's nothing but what happened, why it happened, what will happen, what can be happened with the results. It's nothing but different types of analytics. Yes or no? Okay, fine, guys. So this is about the class. If you have any questions regarding today's class, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me so that I can wind up the class today. Okay, so and we'll be going ahead with the next classes. So your class will be next class will be on Tuesday again. Okay, Tuesday, okay, at 10 p.m. Tuesday at 10 p.m. So this recorded session will be uploaded to your e-learning portal. Till now, I think it's uploaded. Please, if it is not uploaded, you can what do you call, just reach out to Mr. Samir. Okay, so it is. I think it is uploaded, even PPTs and all. Okay, so you can reach out to Samir if you have any issues in the e-learning portal. Okay, so that he can help you out. Fine. So I request you guys. You are getting some holidays now. Okay. So Sunday, Monday. I mean Monday you don't have class. Tuesday again you are getting some time. Go through the recorded sessions. Go through the materials. Do some assignments and come to the class, guys. Okay, okay, then only you can learn the things. Okay, spend some time on e-learning portals. Okay, fine. So if you have any questions, you can use the chat window or you can unmute yourself and ask the questions. Yeah, so that if you don't have questions, we can wind up the things. Any questions, guys? Is everything is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what about Rajini, Tanvi?
Yes, sir, cleared.
Thank you. What about Tanvi? Hope you are feeling well now. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Fine, guys. So we'll meet you guys on next upcoming classes. Yes, it is very clear. Yeah. So some other students they are not feeling well. That is a reason why they WhatsApped Samir, that they will be using this recorded sessions. So many people they are working employees, they depend on recorded sessions because of their. This is the advantage of our online training, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much. So meet you soon in the next coming classes at 10 p.m. All the best. Good night. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
You. Bye bye.